sponsor? I don't know if they want to be associated with you, Andrew.
You were about
It's
to
only
rip the
right.
tongues out of innocent people.
I got that focused out anyway.
And then you were going to go
Okay.
to a museum to look at modern art. After performing horrific acts.
Right? Well,
I don't think Evan Williams supports that.
horrific.
Horrific. Okay.
With a W?
Alright, well, I just kind of.
So where are we now?
Well, you guys probably, you free the prisoners, and then report the location of the secret evil temple to the authorities.
Okay.
And they are able to use this as evidence with the sheriff.
Sorry.
That's in the Middle East.
Set of words.
The sheriff is the guy, and they arrest the evildoers. And you each get your 200 gold for getting rid of the temple, as promised.
Hell yeah.
So-
Nice to meet you guys. I'm glad
Yeah,
you
that was awesome.
Yeah.
So good job, everybody.
It's kind of cool.
We succeeded in doing the thing that we were asked to do.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So you guys will be able to level up in between shows here, and you guys are at a sort of little victory feast at the nice incense guy that you were at before. Remember?
Yeah, incense guy.
Incense guy. Shabab.
The guy always smells like shit.
No,
It's not shit, it's patchouli.
Yeah, patchouli. He probably smells pretty floral all the time. And he sits you down and says, perhaps you'd be good with this. I've consulted my grandfather, and we've gone to a scry, and we've thrown some bones about this, and I think it might be time. You see, my family inherited this whole custodial thing of these trees. These trees don't actually belong to our family.
I mean, you guys are tree janitors? That's sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a tree farm basically. We harvest
Oh, yeah.
the sap and make incense.
Someone's got to bleach the orchard.
Right.
This mic smells like an alcoholic.
My
by the way.
family originally worked. Interjecting.
Sorry.
Generations ago, my family originally worked for the dwarves that were in the mountains right there. And we were the human custodians. We worked for them. And these trees were planted as a wedding gift for a dwarf princess about 5 generations ago. We have still some maps and things before the orcs came of some of the halls and some of the tunnels in the hills here that belong to the dwarves. And there's some very particular places we were looking to see if we could get someone to go there for us, because there's some artifacts we would like retrieved.
What do we get for doing that?
We'll give you a talent.
A talent?
A what? A talent?
Another one?
I already have a lot of
Well,
talent.
no, a talent is a measure of money. It is generally 1,000 gold in a
Can't
bar.
measure my talent.
Hell yeah.
Keep going.
Well, for each one of these specific artifacts you get, we'll give you a talent to bringing it out.
Wait, can I learn how to juggle?
Your lips are literally on the mic right now. I have to use that.
Can I
Oh,
learn how to juggle?
party foul.
Can I learn how to juggle? Because that's the talent I want to learn how to do. The thing.
Wow, you and Jack Chrissy should roleplay together.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
I don't want to touch that.
you want to touch that mic anymore?
No, I'm
Do we
sorry.
have a clean? Do
okay.
we have a clean mic?
Wipe it off on your shirt.
I have a clean mouth.
Really? You do?
Yeah.
Sure. If you want to take.
Yeah, we'll find these trees. We'll do it.
We'll do the yes.
Well, no, not trees. These
We'll
are-
find the artifacts.
Yeah, you probably need to buy some supplies,
No, it's cool. We all good.
and
Yeah.
we give you guys a map and be able to go into basically. Well, I guess you would call it the Hall. He's a Mountain King. The dwarf is the Hall of the Mountain King.
It's Mountain King.
Mountain King.
Dun, 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 dun,
You guys ever fight orcs and goblins?
Isn't that
No,
the name of
I'd
that
love
place?
to, and I'd love to run solid.
Shit.
Right, so you guys get a map from him, and what would you guys like to buy for supplies for going under the mountain? Probably some torches.
Torches.
Probably some food.
Well, if there's a cave in, we might need some kind of pickaxe thing to get ourselves out.
Okay.
Maybe like some cereal bars.
Or explosives.
Oh, some cereal bars.
Phil, come on up.
Yo.
In that pile, this is a D&D game, and in the true tradition of D&D games, people show up early and late.
Very late.
Very late, after the break. Phil,
He's gonna be chilling in the back.
Nah, we immediately up.
right, so what has happened is wow, that mic is dirty.
We can't see him. He's behind the thing.
That's cool.
Can you hear him?
I like being Whoopi Goldberg occasionally, like the ghost.
What did he say? I know what he looks like.
Boy, Phil, that's why we...
I thought I got him now. Wide view. What did he say? I'll play it back.
Specifically in ghosts.
Only Phil can say that he wants to be Whoopi
It's
Goldberg
not
and be like
Sister
Ghost.
Act movie.
Oh yeah.
It's not Theodore Rex Whoopi Goldberg.
Right, so you guys get some supplies and you get a map
Okay.
and probably some writing animals or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, what kind of riding animals are we?
I want, well, caves. So probably not
We
horses.
gotta ride up into the mountains to get to the caves.
Oh, then horses.
Yes. But they could take some bad up
Battle
in
tiger.
So Al-Shabaab lavishly
I want a
outfits.
warg rider.
You do?
I'm just kidding.
Al-Shabaab lavishly outfits you guys. He has a couple cards come up with you, sends his men up with you, has a map, and we have to wait for the next moon and then have the map, and he has this huge brass key thing he gives you, this weird looking brass key.
Brass monkey.
Brass monkey. That funky monkey.
Key.
Brass monkey.
Key.
The key. The key. Who's gonna hold the key? On the journey up there?
I'll hold the key.
Yeah.
I'll hold the key. I'll
Way
keep
to
it safe.
defeat the patriarchy. Person holding keys.
You and me, Whoopi. You and me.
Strong black women.
Deborah Fitz-
I'm a regular Angela Davis.
Right, so it's you have to camp out in the forest at the base of the mountains, so it's about a 2-3 day trip.
Okay.
So you guys are out there, you set up camp,
Reed and I jam.
you get to make, oh yeah,
We get to jam.
sure, make some rolls
Is
together.
that writing like ukulele thrash metal or something?
Well, or
Hogan, what the fuck?
aha, yeah.
Right.
Wasn't expecting that word.
Panther?
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna pull out a kazoo. That'll be all it runs.
No.
Can you play Axel F on the plant?
No.
Yeah, you
But you know what? If you want, if you
want.
want, I also have like a theremin.
Wow.
Shit.
I think that would go
Why
very
is your
well.
main instrument not theremin? Hell yeah.
Well, I only break it out when we're not being attacked because it takes a lot of concentration.
Never play a theremin in the nude, by the way.
Cause your
Pubes will stand
bar
up.
gets close to the theremin thing? Is that? I hope no one in the audience knows what happened. It's just like, what's even a theremin? I've never
Does
seen
everybody know
the
what a
song
theremin
remains the
is?
same.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Theremin is the thing that you play with your hands waving in the air.
Magnetics.
Yeah, it goes.
Some type of weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Inherently, if you play one naked.
I didn't know it was called a theremin, but I know what it is.
I also have drums. So we're good.
You just stand there and
So-
it'll be in your hand, and you go. Can't get close enough to it.
I think so. Reed and
A regular
I start writing music and jamming.
You can make some performance rolls for the see who.
Yeah. Let's see if we get our own free bird here.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, we had
I
she
would-
adds 5 to that.
Can I start singing?
Still
So
12.
12. That's 12 for me.
What?
It's like better than the Chris Gaines.
You're not a damn musician. You say a
I'm
hell out of
not.
this.
Not
But
that
I
great.
would try to start
You
singing.
get to roll, Reed.
Reed gets to.
Who made rolling? Okay, that's right.
You're singing with her.
Alright.
There you go.
12.
12, 14. So 14, yeah. So, you know, it's
It's all right. We're getting
competent
there.
enough to get paid for.
Yeah.
It's
oh, we get
alright.
paid
We're
for
not like
Hotel lobby, you know.
who are those,
So
who are those
we
people?
so we don't have to camp. We actually get to stay in a hotel.
Well, the other guys will set the camp before you guys sing. It'd be
I
fun.
think y'all look like the village people.
Really?
That sounds racist.
Can I roll to be the Indian?
No.
No,
you're
I'm
kidding.
not.
So, are you guys making a fire and cooking, or what are you guys doing for camp?
Are we gonna roll to see how good the food is?
Well, someone's gonna cook, yeah.
All right.
All
Who
right.
wants to cook?
Actually, I'm the cook.
You
No,
cook.
fuck
No,
off.
you cook.
No,
All
I
right,
don't trust
fine.
you.
Make a shepherd's
No,
pie or some
I'm
shit.
definitely the
I don't
cook,
know.
and this is what I'm making. Some nice steaks.
Never
With
trust a skinny cook.
potatoes.
That's what they do.
Oh, Phil with the wisdom.
17. No, there are some alright steaks.
Cooks a perfectly decent meal.
Yeah.
got a nice
Enjoy.
roaring fire.
Enjoy.
Who is taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
You first. Right. So you guys are enforced, and you're awake, and you guys are asleep. Each have-
See, dark.
I've got the key.
You've got the key. All right, got the key. And you hear approaching, sort of very slow, very ponderous, very low octave, rhythmic noise coming from the forest, getting a little bit louder.
It's rhythmic.
It's like boom.
It's getting louder.
It's like boom.
Can I yell? I yell, hey, somebody fucking in there?
It's far off. It's getting closer, but
Okay.
it's
Or
like
you could do
slow.
It might start in
A
the...
perception thing to see what it is.
I roll perception, yeah,
Right.
see what's going on. 17.
You see the tree line, because you have the forest, the fire. So it's sort of, he's looking out into the dark, so there's a starlit sky, and you see the tree line. And you see one of the tops of the trees is going like this, boom. Boom.
Don't fuck with the trees.
And
The
it's getting a
trees
little
are
bit bigger when it
fucking
does it. It's getting closer and bigger, the top of this tree.
I immediately climb a tree.
You're asleep.
I call an alarm of some sort, to let everybody, I yell out to let everybody know.
Immediately cut a rip on your...
I immediately cut a, like the something's wrong riff, like, and
Oh,
Guys, wake up.
so I think we're waking up.
Yes, you're waking up.
it's
I'm
like the
gonna-
May I Help You riff from Wayne's World, but different.
Okay, I don't know if it said in the thing how far I can throw the fairy fire to see. I could see in the dark.
It's like four
Let's burn the trees.
Is it close enough?
doesn't seem to be yet.
No. Okay.
It's just methodically getting closer and bigger.
Does it take an action to wake up, or
Now you're awake.
No, we're awake.
I'm awake? I can't climb a tree.
And every once in a while, it's just like, boom, and it shakes the trees. Boom, it shakes the trees. And the top of that tree is getting bigger and closer to you, and it seems to go in with the...
Okay. Guys, I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't think it's really a tree. I think it's gonna turn out to be a different thing. That or it's the giving tree, and we're okay.
The giving tree. That is the worst
It
motherfucking
really
book.
is a bad book.
God damn. You know
Or the giving tree came back and it's pissed.
do you know in Wisconsin, the death penalty is just locking you in a room with some rope and a copy of the Giving Tree?
And Freaky Friday.
Yes.
I got a
Depressing
DVD.
shit.
You know, you have a TV or a DVD player, it's just a copy of Freaky Friday.
Or
You can
Beautician
break
and the
this in
Beast.
half and slit your wrists with it.
Right, so, going through the tree line, you guys are just pretty much awestruck. So the tree line
Yeah?
is semi-illuminated by the fire.
Okay.
And so the trees of the tree line literally bend a little bit out of the way.
Okay.
And this tree guy,
Tree guy?
like living oak tree, like arms and legs, and everything, has a face,
Is
and
it-
like leaves for hair. He's like a
It's like a
50-foot
Yeah, I was just
tree
gonna say,
guy.
is this Treebeard?
Yeah, it's like a tree looking guy. Walks out of the tree line, doesn't pay any attention to you guys at all.
Okay.
Just walks over and takes one of his big tree feet and steps on the fire
Okay.
and goes, turns around and starts walking slowly back into the forest.
How cold is it out?
Not particularly cold.
Okay, so we're good without a fire.
Yeah, we could've just asked. No. I don't know if these tree creatures are capable of speech, but that's kind of rude.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I'll say that. Fuck you. Yeah. Hear me.
So the tree guy stops. The tree guy stops, Takes him like 4 minutes to turn around and turn his head.
God, in that time we've written another song.
He just turns around, bends down, and this you don't speak Ent. Okay. But it takes about 15 minutes for this Ent to say something. You don't think it's very nice.
Yeah.
And then another 4 or 5 minutes for the Ent to slowly turn back around.
In Infernal, can I tell him to suck my dick?
Sure.
I don't know if it's Infernal or not, but
Sure. You can do that.
I also, just for the fuck of it, I'm in Elvish, and I'm just like, today, Junior?
How much have you had to drink?
You're mocking the Ent.
Oh, wow.
I can tell. I can smell.
The Ent turns slowly around
I think he always smells like that.
and holds out his hand, and out of the ground, a boulder just comes out of the ground,
oh no.
and he picks it up. This is all really slow.
I feel like in this
Right.
time you can just run.
Yeah, can I do like a some kind of like agility check or like a runaway check or something?
Sure, you could run like a mother. Go ahead.
You set him on fire. It's really cool. So like,
You're right.
We don't have
Are you
fire.
still lawful good, Phil? Are you still?
why I set a lighter in medieval times.
Oh, a 3.
You're fucked up.
I rolled a 20.
Damn it!
Reed. Aw, Reed.
Me and my big hell mouth.
So,
He's not dead, is he?
Talk so much.
He's in a coma.
oh no, I didn't roll. That's 20 points of damage.
Oh man, I'm dead.
So is he dead?
So,
I am negative.
let me just play this out.
I'm negative
Let's play
11,
this out.
man. Suck my dick!
And then you got hit.
Boulder!
All right.
But I like spoke in the devil's tongue before I did it. That's pretty
So
cool.
there's a boulder with a couple of feet sticking out on it.
All right. If I heal him, does the boulder magically come off?
He's at 0, he's not double negative. So you could roll it off of him and then heal him.
Okay. Can I go?
You need to
for
make
that?
a strength check.
I don't. Okay.
Now all the time here, there's the reaction of Trent, who is laughing his tree man ass off very, very slowly.
Okay.
Big loud, booming laugh.
Okay. So I could either attack the tree or help Reed.
I don't recommend attacking.
Yeah.
Well, it would be with.
I'm not supposed to tell you what to do, but you just
Okay.
so
I'm gonna help Reed. How do I do that?
push the rock off him with a strength check.
Okay, I know, but it says STR. I assume that means strength.
Yes, what's your strength?
8, and then it says a -1.
You roll a d20 and you minus 1.
Oh!
20.
20.
Nat 20.
Somehow, you look at this rock and you go, oh, okay. And you use like a lever and you know the balance point and it rolls smoothly off of him.
Like
Yeah.
a mother pulling a car off of her newborn.
Yes, exactly. And
That's
here's
what
the
you
fir-
mean to me.
What's really strange
You're
is
like my child.
what's really strange is Reed's character's still flipping the birds. It's just they're all just crushed right to the ground.
Very Looney Tunes.
Very Looney Tunes.
Okay, do I heal him now or did I use up
You
my
can
turn?
roll a d8. Heal him.
Okay, where is
Well, these guys are it.
this one? Alright. 1.
1. You're at 1.
I'm at 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Alright, that's cool. I'm looking at a full body cast.
Oh no!
I'm a leafling. Like my tail is in a cast right now.
Yes. Don't flip off the tree, man.
Oh,
So
yeah,
did I
that's
do
okay.
more harm than good?
No,
No, I'm alive.
Yeah, thank you.
Bards aren't supposed to be able
Thanks,
to move boulders.
No, but this one can.
Right? Right, bards? Druids, bards, whatever. Same thing.
But
Right.
now I've seen death, and I'm like real pretentious about it, and I'm like, oh, I'm the most metal dude.
Are you the guy from Metallica's One?
Yeah, I'm like the guy. Yeah, I have no arms and legs. Like Satan himself has kissed my forehead. It's in the back of my leg.
Ulrich from regular Metallica.
I like shitty art.
After that.
And you're real short.
I made a really poor snare drum choice one time.
You've lost an arm. Now you're the drummer from Def Leppard.
There we go. One arm drummer. So, the tree man eventually stops laughing. Like sap tears are coming down his face. He's very pleased with himself. He slowly turns back around and starts walking back into the forest. And the trees get out of the way for him. Walks back in.
Where are they at?
Huh?
Where are they at? Where are their bodies at?
I mean,
Well, you just healed one. So you can heal yourself another D8 with your second wind thing. You get a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to.
I think Reed should try to heal himself.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah, I do have a cure wounds spell.
Well, I would do that on yourself.
I would like to do that on myself, and
What I thought about taking up smoking.
do you know what I roll for that off the top of your head? It's
Well, that's a D8.
D8.
Really just generally lighting a match.
Yes, 5.
You get your 5 hit points back. You're
Okay,
at 6.
6. Thanks. I still have like a sling and like 2 black eyes.
It's not pretty. At least you have a good
Like a
score.
cartoonish like bandage on my forehead.
I have a great story. I left a fucking boulder.
Yeah. So I told that Trent to go suck my.
All right.
And then he crushed me with a boulder.
So now it's Reed, who's just come back from almost dead.
From the dead. No, I died. I came
You
back.
were right at 0.
He was dead.
And then I'm okay. I just woke up from a nice sleep, saved my friend,
Yes, you
felt
did.
like a boss,
Yes,
and
yes.
watched a tree walk away.
Yes, you watched the tree man walk away.
And this one is, I don't know, high.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Want some painkillers?
Tylenol 3 recovery.
This one's
There you
addicted
go.
to opioids.
No opioids already. Like
That's what
Lewis.
he spent his 200 on.
That's it.
Yeah, he
Went
just
right into his arm.
He just blew it all on narcotics.
Right to his
Yeah. So he's broke now.
I'm the man with a golden arm. I am.
All right, so we're watching the tree go into the woods.
Nothing happens the rest of the night, and you guys, it's a pretty clear path, and the guy.
Yo, there's some acetaminophen in that bark. Let's go. Alright.
Ignore him.
Well, that's
Just keep going.
it comes from.
You are on the trail,
Uh huh.
and something momentarily blots out the sun, and there's a giant wind, and it gets really cold, and you look up, and there's a huge shadow flies over you.
Me?
Everybody
Okay.
flies over, curves around, and it's some kind of. The sun's up; it's hard to see, but it is definitely a drag.
Okay.
Drag makes a big huge turn in the sky, and then you hear this horrible, wet, slopping sound. And this giant pile of dragon shit hits the middle of the trail in front of you.
Aw.
It's like 3 wheelbarrow loads.
Listen, I feel like I just learned a lesson, but I kind of want to tell this dragon to suck my.
He's way up there.
He can't hear you.
I say it under my breath.
So, right in the middle of the trail, you guys gonna?
I'm gonna
let's see.
go around it, I guess.
Can we go around it?
As you
Should we loot the poop?
I don't know what dragons eat. They could eat
They
people.
could eat gold.
Well, there's clearly a helmet with some tooth holes in it sticking right out of the.
Oh,
I say we just go around it.
Okay.
I want that helmet. I'm putting that helmet on.
Right. So you go grab the helmet, and then can you make a strength check right now, Andrew?
Yo, it smells like shit.
Because a human hand comes out of the craft and grabs your wrist.
Does he get pulled into the shit?
Just the hand is there's ragged chainmail on it. It's a male hand, and it grabs your wrist out of the crap.
Oh God.
Okay, can I make a acrobatic check?
Sure.
Because I want to do like that old taekwondo, like they grab your wrist, but you grab their wrist. You know?
Sure.
That old.
Sure, that's fine. Sure.
Still get poop on your
Semi-logical. Go ahead. You know, so what happens is you dig in, guy grabs your wrist, and he uses you for leverage. And this, I mean, it's horrible stuff. It's dragon shit. It smells terrible. But the guy's got long blonde hair, fairly Nordic features, very thin. He's in this ragged, very old style chainmail shirt.
Bro, you in a band or something?
Danzig.
Didn't you guys have this?
It's Danzig.
You guys have this?
Twin Danzig.
Do I check to see if like?
You guys are bards. You sing great songs of
I
great
mean,
deeds.
Am I
my
gonna roll to
background's
see if I know this
entertainer.
one?
Yes.
Okay, do I roll
Twin
20?
Yes.
16.
16. Throwing shot.
You've sung the songs, and you've heard the legends, but this guy looks like Leland the Undying.
But he has hepatitis though. He got his mouth.
I mean, this came out spook. Can I do a hepatitis check on the?
No, you can quickly heal him of any infections.
Yeah, so I can just
Huh?
do that.
Well,
But is he Leland the Undying? Is he?
he sure looks like him, and he uses for leverage. He's coughing and spitting, and he goes down, he reaches in there, and he grabs his right foot, and he sits down on the ground and puts the stump of his right foot next to his right foot, and it sort of goes back together.
What?
And he seems to be like getting less fucked up looking as time goes by. Like all little cuts and everything.
Death Leopard. Cool.
He's trying
I think
to
the
get back
guy's,
to the club.
the guy's still in deep shit. I mean, what?
It is cheap shit. It's cheap shit. It's horrible stuff.
What is it?
And he says, oh, what does a guy have to fucking do around here to die?
Oh man, one of those.
I told her all sorts.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, I asked, do you want to die?
He goes,
Like Slayer.
That's not an answer. Does he verbally say yes?
he nods. He goes,
You need consent for this kind of thing, right?
Have fun killing.
he goes,
Dio.
I was just eaten by a fucking dragon. Is that Excalibur?
I was like, well, I mean, like, you're alive. You're not having like a, oh man, this is a second chance of life kind of moment right now. Like, you just survived being eaten by a dragon.
Have you heard the songs? Do you understand the curse?
Well, can we try to convince him to help us out before he tries to die again?
Sure.
Reed, you want to try to get him on board? Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
do
can play
have
an
a-
instrument.
I do have a 17 plus 3 charisma. I could convince him.
Sure.
to-
What's your argument?
We need a third
Hey, man.
member of the band.
Hey man.
we need to find some artifacts, and they're pretty metal. And I think that you'd be a pretty cool dude to have on the team, to find it. And also, you play keys if you want, man. It's whatever. We need a bass player.
Does he have a van?
Yeah, if you got a van, we need to tour, dude. So especially as a wizard on the side of it, that'd be awesome.
Make a roll, Reed.
20, right?
Sure, D20.
No one's used. All right, let's do this one.
6. What was the other one?
Plus your modifier of what?
That was 2.
Oh man, yeah, don't leave.
All right, take the
Plus
6.
my modifier, my charisma,
Yeah.
plus 3.
He stands there for a second. He goes, I suppose there'll be some really good traps, right?
Traps.
Traps. Where you're,
Kind of traps.
Yeah, that's a long one.
where you're going to retrieve these artifacts.
Like
I assume.
Indiana Jones trap.
Oh, yeah, Jones traps. I imagine we might need a bag of sand.
Yeah.
We might need
Where are you going?
Alfred
Yeah.
Molina to get stabbed.
All right,
What?
Might be dangerous.
I'm gonna roll to. Let's see. Do I? Okay, I don't have charisma, but I have persuasion.
Okay, perfect.
So just persuade him with various arguments,
Sure, yes.
and also to tell us how he could help.
Okay.
God damn it.
well.
2. Oh, but on this one I got a 12.
Leland is excruciatingly bored.
Oh, God.
Leland?
His name is Leland.
I
Can I
Yes.
use his name at the beginning of a sentence to really draw him in?
18.
thank you, Andrew. Yes.
Yeah.
You've heard the songs. That's me, Leland the Undying. Nothing's particularly worth doing, but I can't die and join my beautiful bride in the afterlife forever.
Googling you. Okay, never mind.
Can't Google him because I made him the fuck up.
Yeah.
Original content, folks.
Well, he,
I didn't know if you were, yeah, if
his
you're like,
undying bride,
Is he good looking? I mean,
He's a fairly good. He looks like a
Okay.
prince.
do you,
So the story
do you
goes.
think we could make him like happy again? Like one of us could be his new bride.
me?
Guys, I'm not married in the game.
That's right.
Well, first of all,
It's not cheating. It happens in a role-playing game. Anyway,
In this game, I don't even know if I'm a woman. I haven't decided.
well, what's wrong? He's supposed to think he's in the, are you
I don't know if I'm a man or
Cisgendered.
a woman. I
Yeah,
haven't
no.
decided.
in the song, he is a cisgendered white male
okay.
Does he have a man bun?
So he's not into like dudes
I
and
think
tails,
that's
thing, right?
who gets involved in this big war against evil, and he falls in love forbiddenly with an elven princess, and the elven king curses him because his daughter kills herself over him because the father won't let him marry her.
So she kills
So
herself.
she kills herself.
Kind of overboard.
So the elf king curses this guy to live forever and can't have sex, doesn't sleep or dream, and food doesn't really taste like anything.
What she look like? Could you give me a description of her at all?
It's like my wife.
The elven princess?
Of the princess.
She was a
Who's
beautiful elven princess by all accounts.
Oh, I think I saw her when I died. Forget about that, or forget about that time I died and I came back.
He just stands at Kimball and goes, nice, thanks.
Oh, that's it? That's his reaction? It's just nice.
Nice, that's great.
Is there any chance that in our adventures to find these artifacts, we will come upon a spell that will make it like that he can taste food again and whatnot?
Well, I'll tell you what. Where are you guys going again?
Get some fucking artifacts.
You have like a map or something?
Sure, why not?
You show him the map. He looks at it and goes, oh, well, there's a possibility. There's a dwarven forge in this mountain,
Ah,
which in your parlance,
Mithril.
which they would call, well, dwarves use volcanoes.
Forest?
Forge.
Forge, where dwarves make things.
Somewhere around here.
Open a book, Andrew.
Okay.
Dwarven forge. Goes, well, a dragon's fire wasn't hot enough, but maybe a volcano was hot enough.
Alright.
So I'll help you
Okay.
get in there, but I might hopefully not come back with you.
Not come back with us.
I don't want to be here. I want to die. Have you heard the songs?
Have we figured out at this point that this guy is coming with us?
But can we just throw,
Okay,
can we
so-
give him the prospect and we'll throw him into the vault? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, so we're all on the same page.
Who's an incel?
Let us continue on our quest.
He goes, hold on a second. And he rummages through the shit for a while
Oh no.
and finds some of his gear.
Okay.
It's all drop fit Nike.
So he's sleeping in his own tent.
Oh yeah, he definitely sleeps under the stars. Doesn't feel any cold anyway. So yeah, so you got the map, right? So you get up to where the map stops, and there's a blank granite wall.
Okay.
And you guys wait for nighttime to come. And you look at the map, and the moon comes out, and copyright Jared Toklin.
I was gonna say, this sounds very familiar.
Yeah, dwarves all had this stuff the same way. And so this particular door is only
He
visible.
says friend in Elvish, does it open?
Oh, you want to try?
Melon.
No.
Damn it.
Nah, but I'm like, hey guys, check this out. I'm gonna do a backflip. Can I?
Sure.
Or over it.
It's like a regular backflip.
Sure.
It's just like a single backflip. It's not even like
Okay.
Just
impressive.
a cheerleading backflip.
Yeah, it's
A cheerleading.
super simple.
Just don't flip it, please.
13.
13.
Oh, golf claps all around. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
I'll go for a neck break in that
That's
situation.
nice. So you guys see the outline of the door, and you see where to put this unusually shaped key.
I have the key. I put the key in the lock.
Right?
I open it.
Like half the mountain shudders, the stone dust happens.
Jesus Christ.
Crack!
The stone dust
This just comes out of the side of the rock all over, and then this big crack forms in the general shape of a door, and this whole huge door-shaped piece of granite groans and moves inward, right? And then semicircular, actually it's like a hexagon, and then it rolls to the left. And this really, really, really stale rush of air comes right in.
Okay.
And I make a your mom joke. Bam!
Thank you, Andrew.
Okay.
I say open
there's a
sesame.
rush of air.
No one gets it.
And what happens after that?
You guys see a very large, very desiccated pile of dead dwarves that had
Okay, that's
previously been right up against the door, clawing to
It's
get out.
Like 5 feet high, this pile of
Yep.
dead dwarves. Gotcha.
10 dwarves in a 5-foot pile.
Pretty brutal.
How decayed? Like just skeletons?
You go up and touch them, and they're pretty dusty.
Okay.
Why would I touch them?
You try to get over them.
You already took a helmet out of a pile of shit.
Can I do like a perception check on can I loot any of these bodies?
Oh, sure.
I would like to loot all of the dead dwarves.
So-
if at all possible.
You can make a couple search checks right there.
Okay.
5.
5. Just how many?
All you want to do?
16.
16. You find a incredibly well-made axe.
Oh.
Hell yeah! Can I add that in
Fuck
my,
yeah,
my,
dude.
my items?
Okay.
Got an axe. Alright, cool.
Did he look through all the bodies?
Oh, hell no. These guys...
I too would like to search the bodies.
Sure.
Oh, that's cool though.
God damn it! Wait, no, I'm gonna try another body. There are
Sure.
a lot of them.
Well, they're...
5. No, I'm gonna do it. You know what? There are
Sound like
multiple.
half a burrito.
20.
20.
Yes, on the third body I searched.
Uh,
I found crap on the other ones.
you find a +1 short sword.
Yay!
And it's a dwarven short sword, so it's square.
Give me
It
pen.
doesn't have a
Give me
pointed
pen.
head. Sharp all the way.
Now I see my
It's
friends
a beautiful scabbard.
rummaging through the pockets of these dead people.
Yes.
Not super into that. So here's what I'm gonna do.
He's the one D&D player that doesn't lose dead body.
I have a small shovel.
Is it a short sword you said?
Short sword.
I want to bury.
+1?
I would like to bury
There's...
as many of these people as I possibly can. Let's do it. All right. Number 1.
Well, no.
14?
Well, no, you have to make the roll for that. There's several hundred dead dwarves.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to bury all of them.
Yeah, I think you heard me say I want to loot a lot of dead dwarves. I want to loot all the dead dwarves.
Okay.
And so far, Reed and I are still doing that.
One by one, let's do it. 14, buried. 19, buried.
Oh,
That's
like
2.
almost a full 6 feet under.
Can we keep looting the bodies, or have we found what we're gonna find?
looting
I'm gonna loot another body.
All right, keep
I'm
looting
burying
bodies.
bodies.
It's 9.
I want to loot one more. Just one more. Just one more. This is not an addiction, everybody. I'm just gonna do one more body.
There are 100 of them.
Oh
or
man,
more.
a 13.
You find another very nice weapon, dwarven hammer.
Ooh, a dwarven hammer, nice.
Are any of these bodies booby trapped like in the Apocalypse Now?
No, this looks like a last, this looks like a last stand.
I
So
wanna
you
figure out
discovered
what we're
the
doing.
Alamo.
Definitely there was a shield wall of dwarves, and then there's dead dwarves, and then there's a lot of dead, well, they look like, you guys haven't seen them a lot, but orcs and goblins.
Oh well, shit. Let's start like looting the goblins and the orcs. What are we doing?
They're pretty much bare ass.
Dwarves have smaller
They
pockets
don't
than
have,
orcs do.
apparently they don't have much.
You get a loincloth.
How long would it take me to dig a mass grave?
Several days.
Several
Like a
days?
big
don't
old
have it.
Serbian motherfucker.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I have dexterity. Fast, right? I just want to, lay these people to rest.
It's a noble effort. It would take you several days.
Well, this episode is just burying graves. We'll never know.
And by the way, dwarves generally burn their dead.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, you didn't respect your wishes. You're gonna cause dwarf ghosts
Well,
because you didn't lay them to rest correctly.
now I know!
It's like when the Church of Latter-day Saints was baptizing Jewish
Okay.
people.
Let's do it. Can I light these people on fire?
Can you light one?
I'm gonna. Okay, he's gonna light one on fire.
They're not particularly flammable.
All right.
It's musty and
Fucking 2.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna do a perception check to see what's beyond this pile of bodies
Okay, go ahead.
as I'm looting them.
All right.
So if I find anything, still, I want you to keep giving me stuff.
All right.
No, it was almost something.
It's pretty
bad.
obvious. It's some sort of like secret room, guard room type thing.
Okay.
And
Are
the
we
door
gonna
was
have to,
broken
like,
down. There's dead bodies. And this
wait?
big mutually effed up fight happened. This last stand in here.
We're gonna have to
And they
wait
got wiped out.
until the
It is 9:58, folks.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap up. So join us next week for Into the Hall of the Mountain King. Thank you very much, folks. I'd like to take the last couple of minutes to say that we do have T-shirts being printed, and we are working on getting all of this up on YouTube so you can see the other episodes. So we're gonna have a clipboard to sign up, so I can push this stuff out to you.